GearNetwork.com.
Hey, Dawn. How you doing?
You're not really going to use that on the podcast,
I'm
right?
going to use this because guess what? This is the intro. And you're on it this time. Like the pre-show.
Pre-show.
The pre-show introduction that I always do.
Aren't you all lucky?
We're all lucky. You know why? Because we got a new toy here at the Gear Network Studios, and we are just so happy to use it. So, yeah. How's it going, Dawn?
It's going.
All right. You know what this particular segment is going to be sponsored by?
I don't.
It is GearNetwork.com/Amazon. Yes, do what we did. We bought another microphone for our wonderful podcasting network, and it is tremendous, and we love it. And it is the holiday season. We have Black Friday specials going on. I'm telling you right now, it's a good thing. There's a lot of, you can buy everything on there.
If you're going to get one of these podcasting mics for your girlfriend or wife, though, you should get the pink one, not this silver one that John got. I'm just saying.
That's a lightning deal.
It's okay.
Lightning deal.
Yep.
Lightning deal.
It was lightning.
You can get a bunch of lightning deals, too. It's a lot of good stuff on there on Amazon via the Gear Network. So visit GearNetwork.com/Amazon. Click on the page and save, bookmark, share, do whatever you gotta do. Buy it. Your purchases help us help you. Save this holiday season. And Dawn, go ahead and just say the words. The words I always say to get us started. Please tell the wonderful podcast gods to cue the music.
Cue the music.
This is a Gear Network production.
Coming to you live from the Gear Network studios in Rochester, New York, and broadcast worldwide on GearNetwork.com. This is Get Ready America.
And here we go. Yes, the awesome sounds of David Bowie and fame this week, bringing us into Get Ready America. What's the matter? Why are you laughing?
I just don't understand why we always let you do the music selection. Why don't I get to pick? Because you always pick crap.
What do you mean crap?
It's absolute garbage.
What would you pick?
I don't know, but maybe something at least recent. Everything you pick is just old music. And it's not even just old music. It's like old music that nobody liked back then either.
Listen, it's awesome. Fame, I'll tell you what, I heard it on some car commercial. I think it was like a Cadillac Escalade commercial.
I doubt it was a Cadillac Escalade.
I'm telling you, it was something.
Probably like a Ford Escort.
No.
Do they even make
No.
those? I don't even know.
No.
Oh my god.
Yes, so anyways, you can get this on Amazon MP3 and iTunes for $1.29.
Not that you would want to.
Dawn already has it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get into the specifics here. We are sponsored by, as noted earlier, the Gear Network Amazon store. I cannot push this enough. It is holiday season. Go on there. Dagnabbit. Shop. Please. These are the Amazon prices are often better than the stores, and you don't have to get up and go anywhere. You can have it delivered to you.
In 2 days, if you have Prime.
In 2 days, if you have
like
Prime.
This microphone.
Like that microphone, yes. Thank you, Lloyd Boner. All right, on today's show, we're going to recap the first episode of the JC Money Uncensored show, kind of give you an idea of what transpired there and how that went down, and just kind of go into whatever comes to our mind. We'll talk about the New York Jets. They actually won this week, Dawn. Mm-hmm. Dolphins did not, though. Mm-hmm. All right, good talk.
Let's move it along.
Right.
Nobody wants to hear about the Jets or the Dolphins either. They're so irrelevant.
I'll tell you what. No, actually, the Dolphins have a chance.
Okay, they do. You're right. But that's still not saying much.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If they can get over, I don't think 10 wins are going to get any AFC team into the playoffs. But you know, if they can beat Buffalo tonight, which is at as of press time, we are recording this prior to the Thursday night game. So by the time you hear this, the Thursday night game will have already passed. Miami will probably have beaten Buffalo. Spoiler: that's who I picked on the GearNetwork.com. Pick them. Sponsored by FanDuel. With Ryan Wolfe and Mr. Perez.
That's too long of a whisper.
Shut up, Dawn.
Those kind of they should only be like a few seconds. No. Nobody wants to listen to you whisper for 30
Captain
seconds.
Podcast where she's got her own microphone over there now, and now she's calling the shots.
Anyways,
all right.
I'm kind of scared to watch this game tonight. I got to tell you. Anybody who knows me knows I will never sit there and talk about how my team's going to win, and I don't post about it. I'm just superstitious like that. I don't do it.
I agree with you.
And I'm kind of scared to watch this because I'm going to be so disappointed if the Dolphins lose to Buffalo.
Well, I'll tell you this
Can't
much:
take it.
you can find anybody to any Bills fan will go ahead and post everything. You know, I mean, remember when they were 2-0 to start the season? It was undefeated, and we're going to the Super Bowl, and everything's great. And now they're like 5 and I think 4 now, and. I told Ryan Wolfe this for the Better Live Than Dead podcast, is that the Buffalo Bills are now facing their toughest stretch of the season, whereas the New York Jets, their first 8 rather, their first game wasn't tough because it was Oakland, and then the next 7 or 8 were just awful for them. That was a tough stretch for them. Buffalo is now hitting their tough stretch. So they beat teams that they should have beaten, given the talent that they have, and maybe squeaked one out here and there, but they got the 5 wins, 3 losses, but now they faced Kansas City last week. They lost to Kansas City. They've got Miami, they have Denver, they have Green Bay, and they have New England as well going in there. Now, they also have the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets, which I honestly think that's 2 gimmies there. So they'll have that win. They'll have those wins. But of the 5 teams, Kansas City, Miami, New England, Denver, and Green Bay, for the Bills to have any sort of chance to getting into the playoffs, realistically, they have to beat 3 of those 5 teams. And they've already lost 1. So, if they lose tonight to Miami, they're not beating Green Bay, Denver, or New England. Kansas City and Miami are games they had to have. And they already lost Kansas City. But don't tell Bills fans this, right?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of hoping the fact that they have 2 of their best players injured right now will work to Miami's benefit.
Well, Ryan Tannehill's been picking up his game. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The Dolphins are one of those teams that, 1 week they could be great, the next week they could be garbage. So, same thing with the Bills.
Right.
And so it'll be great. You know what? But it would seriously quiet the members of our family that are Bills fans, because they're just as bad as any other Bills fans I've ever met. Like, that are like, woo, Buffalo, let's go Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what was it? We're into, week 2 or something, and we're over, and my brother-in-law's like, hey, Siri, who's the best team in the NFL? It's week 2. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. That would be like me saying after week 1 when the Jets beat the Oakland Raiders, oh, man, that's great start, New York. Let's go to we're going to the Super Bowl. That's it. We got our team. We're ready to go. We're ready to march on. And we lost the next 7.
I don't know if I've ever seen worse fans on Facebook than Bills fans. I don't know what it is.
Bills fans are pretty bad on Facebook.
Preseason, they're like, oh, we're taking them all. We got it this season.
Well, they do it every year. They do it every year. And every year they wind up disappointed. I think they've missed the playoffs now 14 years.
Wow.
This will be maybe this year will be the 14th year. I don't remember. I don't know. I've lost track because it's gone so long. But, if the Bills were to make it into the postseason, they're a New York team. By default, I'm partial to New York teams in the postseason. But realistically, with this stretch that's coming up, I do not see the Buffalo Bills making it. Again, they needed that game in Kansas City to kind of jumpstart them. And then it would have been a lot easier to squeak one out in Miami, and then, whoever else I said. I don't remember right now, but.
I mean, in other news, my fantasy team is doing great on our league.
Yeah.
It's doing pretty good. I have to tell you, I was a little upset that I lost a couple weeks ago to Qua. And by point something.
Yes.
Winning until the adjustments went through. I was so mad when I went on and saw that.
That happened to me I want to say maybe it might have even been last season, where my brother-in-law, yours too, I was playing him, and it was to the wire, and it was the second to last week of the fantasy regular season. If I won that game, I knew I was going to win the next week because that team wasn't really paying much attention and they were terrible, and I would have gone into the playoffs by virtue of who else I've beaten and, the tiebreakers. But the damn Thursday score thing fixed something on Mike's end, and I ended up losing by like 0.3 tenths of a point, and that knocked me out of the playoffs. I was pissed.
Yep. This week I have Team Red Sun.
Oh, that would be Better Live Than Dead's own Mr. Perez.
Yep.
So, hey, I sent you a trade request, Perez. You still haven't responded. You should probably do that, because that would be very awesome. But
no, you should just ignore your team this week. Everything's fine. Leave it as is.
Indeed. All right. So,
Okay.
all right, we've been rambling right now for a little bit. We're going to hit a commercial break. When we come back, I will go over the JC Money Show, what happened there, why you should listen to the next episode, which will be this weekend. More than likely on Monday. Next Monday. So, we'll get that
not
going.
weekend.
Yes, that's after the weekend. I realize that.
Okay, let's go to commercial.
Okay. We'll be right back. This is Get Ready America here on the Gear Radio Network.
You're listening to Get Ready America on the Gear Radio Network.
Hey, podcast listeners, thanks for listening to this podcast here on the Gear Radio Network. And if you are on social networking, as many of you are, you can follow us, all the Gear Network happenings, on various platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at GERE Network. Search Gear Network. You can follow myself, John Cimino, a.k.a. JC Money, at the JC Money on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagrams. You can follow Ryan Wolfe, the host of Better Live Than Dead, at Wolfe, SHC, WOLFE, SHC, as well as the Better Live Than Dead podcast on Facebook. Search Better Live Than Dead. Mr. LG Perez. That's right, the co-host of Better Live Than Dead. Mr. Perez, you can follow on virtually every social networking platform known to man using at Mr. LG Perez. And of course, you can follow all of our happenings, all of our podcasts, and do your Amazon shopping on GearNetwork.com. Gear Network listeners, November's song of the month is Born to Raise Hell by Motorhead, and it was suggested by Better Live Than Dead's Ryan Wolfe. I enjoy it. You should too. We have 2 ways for you to get it through Gear Network. Yes, you can go to GearNetwork.com/iTunes and pay $1.29. Download it on your iPhone like I did, or you can go to GearNetwork.com/Amazon and get it through Amazon MP3 via the Gear Radio Network for 89 cents. That's right. iTunes person, $1.29. Normal people, 89 cents. Hey, whatever you like. It's all up to you, but you can please get it through GearNetwork.com. You can rock out. Rock out! I'm not going to finish that sentence, but through GearNetwork.com. Do it!
From the Gear Network studios, once again, here's John and Dawn.
We're back, and boom, Dawn. I told you.
Boom.
That's right, boom. Cadillac Escalade 2015 Cadillac Escalade TV spot, David Bowie fame.
Did I tell you what happened? This reminded me of Cadillac Escalade.
Okay.
First up, I don't care. It's still a stupid song, but whatever.
Okay.
When I went to Time Warner, which I'm not even going to get into the Time Warner situation, but when I went there after an aggravating time there, I came out and this lady in her Escalade had parked so close to my truck that I could not get the door open. And it was on the side that I had to put the baby carrier in, the infant car seat.
Right.
So this lady's getting out as I'm getting ready to go in to the car and starts to walk right by me. And I'm like, hey, I got these 2 kids here. I got to get into the car. I'm not going to be able to fit the infant seat in there. And she just keeps walking. Like, seriously, how entitled do you think you are that you keep walking? So I'm like, you do realize when you come out that your door is probably going to be dented, right? And she just keeps walking like it's totally cool. And she's like a size -2 or something, walking into this salon so she can probably go get her nails done. I don't even know, but I was so annoyed. Like, she was just so goddamn special that even though she had to squeeze her teeny tiny little body to get out of the door, I'm supposed to be able to fit an infant seat in. Well, Escalades,
yeah,
whatever.
Usually Escalades are self-entitled, pompous bees like her, or drug dealers. One of the two. So maybe that might have been a drug dealer's pompous bee.
Could have been.
And if you left a dent in there, which I'm not saying you did. But
I can't confirm that.
If, I know I would have, but that would have probably constituted a beating from her.
If I did, I